For the car overview, as always, we'll start with the key. We can press the first button to lock the car, press again to activate the car locator mode, long press to close the windows. Press the second button to unlock the car, long press to open the windows. Double-click the button to open the trunk. Click the last button to turn on the car remotely. Now we're going to press on the brake and turn on the system. Moving on to the steering wheel. On the left, we can use the top buttons to activate the advanced driving mode. And the 360 camera. We can use the left and right buttons in the middle to adjust the following distance. Hold the button up or down to adjust the cruise speed. Use the last two buttons to switch the left tube on the instrument cluster or activate the intelligent parking. We can use the paddle behind to activate intelligent driving. Use the button below to adjust the driving modes. On the right, we can activate the voice assistant, open the Bluetooth telephone, use the middle buttons to switch songs or adjust the volume. Press the button to mute the media sound. The bottom left button is customizable. We can press to activate the feature. Long press to set up the feature. Click the bottom right button to switch the right tube on the instrument cluster. Use the button below to activate advanced driving mode. Now we're going to look at the instrument cluster. On the left, we can check the front wheel steering angle. We can switch the left tube to the average energy consumption, tire pressure and temperature, cumulative average energy consumption, liter per kilometer, fuel consumption, and charging amount. In the middle, we can check the vehicle model. We can switch it to the intelligent driving mode. And now on the right tube, we can check the media information. We can switch it to the instrument cluster theme, speed limit, acceleration timer, and the energy flow. Now we're going to look at the instrument cluster themes. We can switch it to the classic gauge mode, map mode, and switch it back to the intelligent driving mode. Now we're going to have a look at the head unit. Swipe down to check the drop-down menu and customize the shortcuts. We can also long press to move the shortcuts. In the upper bar, we can access the voice assistant. Click on the time to open the screensaver. Here we can access the media. On the right, we can check the location information. Access the Bluetooth settings, network settings. When we turn off the Wi-Fi, we can check the data. Here we can access the personal center. On the home page, we can swipe to switch the wallpapers. Click to open the navigation map. Swipe up or down with 3 fingers to adjust the temperature. Swipe left or right to adjust the band strength. Swipe up from the edge to check the background applications and delete the applications. Here we can use the shortcut to open the themes. Switch to the vehicle model desktop. We can rotate the vehicle model and check the buttons on it. On the left, we can use some vehicle control shortcuts. Now we're going to switch back to the wallpaper desktop. Below, we can check the shortcut bar. Press the first widget to open the My Car controls. Or we can use the shortcuts. Long press to edit the shortcut bar. Click to go to the drive mode settings. Click the second widget and we can open the media. Switch the media sources. We can also use the media shortcuts. Here we can access the navigation map, phone car connection, open the Bluetooth phone, or edit the shortcut bar. We can add the widgets of the services or the applications. Now we can check the weather, drive mode settings, and delete the widgets. In the lower bar, we can use the back button, long press to edit the shortcuts in the lower bar. We can add the shortcuts of controls or the applications. Here we can access the home button, swipe to adjust the temperature. Click to enter the climate settings. Here we can open the settings. Check the settings options. Open the seat settings. Enter the climate settings again, and check the fragrance settings. Switch the circulation modes. Adjust the temperature on the passenger side. Open the refrigerator and access the application center. Now we're going to look at the center console. On the top, we can check the wireless charging areas. And we can press the button to adjust the linear mode. Enable or disable the front or rear differential locks. On the right, we can adjust the volume. Long press for over 10 seconds to reboot the system. Below, we can access the AC, front defrosting. Here we can access the hazard lights, EV switch, power switch, drive mode, and the 4L mode. Moving on to the passenger display. We can also open the drop-down menu. Access the video, music, switch the media source. Open the karaoke and the application store. On the home page, we can check the recommended contents, media widget, among other widgets. Here we can add more widgets to the home page. Long press, and we can drag and move the shortcuts. On the right, we can use the back button, home button, open the application center, open the settings, and check the options. Click the last button to turn off the screen. Now we're going to check the rear climate system. Long press on the lock to turn on the screen. On the left, we can use the media controls.
What I want is not
Adjust the volume.
but
Below we can set up the seat ventilation and seat heating. Below we can choose to set up the options, including the right window, sunshade, media. On the right, we can use the AC options. Below we can adjust the temperature, set up the air direction. Below we can enable the seat reclining feature, choose to set up the media, sunshade, or the left window. Long press on the lock to turn off the screen. Now we're going to switch the gears. At last, we're going to take the key, lock the car, get off the car, and turn off the system.